On your whiteboard, please tell me what Buddha actually means. Good. Adi, what does it mean? Enlightened one. On your whiteboard, please tell me what two religions are going to be created in India that reject the caste. Because of this rejection of the caste, they become popular. Good, I got one. Christian, you're killing it today, by the way. What the hell? Karishma. What is it? There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me what Indian dynasty, they call themselves dynasties / empires in India, is going to make the caste system even more powerful, and they are going to add many more layers to the Jati system. Elizabeth, the Gupta. On your whiteboard, please tell me please tell me who is the first Indian ruler to unify India except for the southern tip. What is the first Indian ruler to unify India except for the southern tip? Good. Good. Peyton, what is it? Chandragupta Mayura. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the Mayoran ruler who is known for his government but not for his military strength. He's actually kind of terrible at it. Good. He's also a Buddhist, which, doesn't really bode well for fighting. What is it? Cade. Ashoka. On your whiteboard, please tell me what group of Guptas become super, super materialistic? They become super, super materialistic because they are making so much money. And you would too if you were making money hand over fist, I think. Good. Who is it, Gunner? Shravakas. On your whiteboard, please tell me what allows for success in trade because of the ability to cross the Indian Ocean for the first time? What allows India to start becoming dominant in trade? Because they're able to cross the Indian Ocean for the first time. Good. What is it? Carlota.
Monsoon winds.
Monsoon winds. You're just passionate about monsoon winds? Is that what I said?
No, I was just trying to stretch.
All right. That is your India notes. I cannot stress. What I told you is what you need. And what you need is what I told you. So, tonight, please look over that. Take out the bag of your spice for... take out your bag of spice for just a second. We're going to get going on notes here. So I got to make sure you're ready for your Rome part of your test. Show me your bag of spice. Has everyone finished it? You have? You have? You're supposed to do it the night before. And the only reason I'm not mad. Everyone else draw a smiley face. Will that make your life a little easier? Hello? Abby's happy. No one else is happy, but Abby's happy. For the rest, I'll give you girls a couple free points. Is that fair? Okay, so please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Do you hate me? Okay, good. I'll throw you ladies a couple free points. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is that good? Wow, you guys are rousing. I'm so glad. People are so spoiled. All right. Oh my gosh, girl.
I know.
Did you lose power?
I did. I went to Georgia and then lost
Okay,
power.
Monday?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's only this though.
There's no judgment here. I'm just... All right, do your notes. That means you don't have to write it. You figure that out, right? Okay. You guys are so overexcited. Calm down. You guys are getting wild in your excitement here. It's overwhelming. Please don't hate me, Sarah. Please don't hate me, Sarah. All right, here we go. So what I have highlighted, what I have in red is absolutely what you need. Hopefully last night you guys went home and you opened up your notes and you copied down everything that I had up there, right? Because it's like significantly easier if you already have it. Alex, you didn't? Oh, okay, all right. You're just blank stare at me. I wasn't quite sure. All right, so what I have, of course, in red is what you need, and then we'll go from there. Did we start this yesterday? Who can raise their hand and tell me where we got to? Tristan.
You got the cultural trading thing that India spread Buddhism a long time ago.
Where?
Cultural trading.
Oh, I didn't turn the page. That would be why, Tristan. Nice. Okay, here we go. So, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble today. All right, so cultural trading. Here we go. The Buddhism is going to be spread along the Silk Road. It is going to be the most popular religion spread along the Silk Road. Okay? What that means, who's carrying it around if it's the most popular religion on the Silk Road? Who's carrying it around, Patrick? Merchants. So merchants really like Buddhism. They're going to start spreading it. So where do you think it's going to go? Where do you think Buddhism is going to become incredibly popular if it's popular along the Silk Road? Gunnar? China. Okay? A lot of the goods that we want are coming out of China. What's the most important good coming out of China? Silk. That's why we call it the Silk Road. All right. So monasteries are going to be built along the Silk Road. This is going to cause a lot of problems later, but we'll get to that. So Buddhism in China, it's originally limited traders only because the traders are picking it up where? Where does Buddhism originally start, guys? Hello? Hello? India. So the traders are going from India to China, and they're carrying this whole Buddhist thing around. So it's originally just the merchants, but as they're falling in love with women on their way, as they're meeting people, talking to shopkeepers and all that stuff, Buddhism starts becoming more of a regular population and to regular Chinese people and starts catching on. East Asia, okay, Southeast Asia, Thailand's going to start picking it up as well. Remember, they're right off the coast of India, so it makes sense. So Buddhism is going to be the most common religion. They have some Hinduism. It's not a lot. When you think about Hinduism, what country is pretty much the only one? India. India is going to be your largest Hindu population. Southeast Asia is going to have a little bit. And Sanskrit is going to be the most popular religion. You do need to know that Southeast Asia is heavily influenced by India. Okay? Southeast Asia doesn't really have their own thing really going off, and they'll never be a real focus of AP World. You just need to know everything that Southeast Asia does is heavily influenced by India. So, Christianity is spreading. Okay? It spreads through the Mediterranean basin, which makes a lot of sense, correct? When you think about Christian countries today, where are they mostly located? Europe, absolutely. And that's because it's going to spread there immediately. The Middle East, North Africa, and Europe are going to have some. Middle East is going to be pretty popular for a while. Why is the Middle East going to be pretty popular for Christianity? Gunnar? It's what? No. What did you say? Islam is not a thing. Hasn't even started yet. Callie? Yes! Yes! Jerusalem is a major city for Christians. If you're a Christian, theoretically, at some point you have a desire to go to Jerusalem. That's like the birthplace of like Christianity, the first church, all that stuff. Paul is going to be buried there, the whole thing. The first official Christian church is there, all that stuff. Jerusalem's there. Jesus is also born in the Middle East. Bethlehem is in the Middle East, so it makes sense. North Africa, it's going to spread pretty quickly because that's where the Roman Empire is, correct? All right. So some sizable communities in India are going to have it as well. Why in India are they going to have some Christianity? Why in India? Oh, my God. Hello! Tristan! Yes! Tristan, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Yes! People are trading. Are people taking their religions when they go on the road? Yes. Okay. People are trading with Europe for the first time. The Silk Road opens it up, so their religion is coming. Now, Machiism is the most popular religion in the Middle East at the time. Machiism started with what empire? Who can raise their hand? What empire? Someone other than Gunnar. No offense. I've already talked to you a bunch. I have a lot of kids here. Grishma. The Persians. Thank you. Okay, Machianism is going to be based off Zoroastrianism, and that's going to start from the Persians. They believe dualism and light versus dark, good versus evil, and all that stuff. It becomes very popular. This is important because during the growth of Machianism, these ideas are going to be then converted to what's soon to be popular religion in the Middle East. What's soon to be, Peyton? Islam. The foundation of Islam pulls a lot from Machianism. So is it important for you to be aware of that? Yes. You need to really know it now. But there's a big growth in Machianism lately. Isn't that crazy? It's like an ancient religion. It's come back. All right, so Silk Road, it's going to spread disease. What's the most famous disease that gets spread along the Silk Road? The plague, the Black Death. Smallpox, bubonic plague has been spreading for centuries. It's not until the 1450s to early 1500s to wipe out Europe. Measles. If your town is affected by the measles, smallpox, or the plague, I think we can all agree the economy slows down, correct? If everyone's dying, it's usually not good for business, yes? All right. So, the collapse of the Han. The Yellow Turban is the official rebellion that causes the collapse. And the Yellow Turban is over land distribution. Land distribution is started by what man in the Han? It's the greatest name in the history of names, Zach. Don't do this to me, Zach. It's the greatest name. Oh my God. Zach! Oh my God. Munson, help him out. Wang Meng! Say it with passion. Wang Meng. Wang Meng. Okay, so Wang Meng is going to be the guy who does land distribution. Why doesn't it work out? Hello? 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 Guys, if you're not helping me, it's going to take me forever to get through these notes, which means we may not finish. Abby? All the wealthy people get the land? All the poor people get the land, so what happens? So you have 100 acres because your family has inherited it and owns it and all that stuff, and you're very proud of your land. And then I'm like, Abby, I'm stealing your land and giving it to all these poor people. How's that going to go for you? What a very complex argument you have. Help her out, Patrick.
They ended up rebelling, and he also did a
Yeah, so the problem with the land distribution of Wang Meng is that he pissed off all the wealthy people in China by stealing all their land, correct? They felt very disrespected and they were pissed. When he was handing it out to all the poor people, he did a really crap job of making it clear who got what land, and it wasn't very systematic. So some people were still getting favored while other people were still getting screwed. So everything's in complete chaos. There's no land ownership. Everything's a mess. So the poor people and the wealthy people are pissed. What happens to my boy? What happens to him, Peyton? Yeah, they murdered him. A pretty brutal death. It's pretty cool. All right, so the Han fell, obviously, because of the Yellow Turban and the land distribution. The Han fell. The generals of the Han Empire are going to assume authority, and they create 3 kingdoms. Everything in China essentially is chaos. Okay, is it as bad as the Warring States? Hello? No, because then we would have a Warring States again, correct? So it's chaos, but it's not a complete disaster. So, Han Moody is the guy who starts the Silk Road. I added this, so even if you wrote your notes previously, you're going to want to add it. Okay? Now, during a time of complete chaos, do you think the people in China are feeling really confident, or are they terrified? Terrified. Hi, think about it. If the United States government today completely collapses this evening, and you wake up tomorrow morning and you're like, the United States government's gone. It's complete anarchy outside the house. Okay, are you going to be terrified? Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar. Imagine what it was like waking up in Puerto Rico today. There is no power in Puerto Rico. No one has power. That's crazy. Did you know that? Oh my God, you people, I just can't today. I can't. So anyway, because people are really scared, Buddhism and Taoism become super, 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 super popular. Who can raise their hand and tell me why does Buddhism and Taoism become super, super popular all of a sudden once a Han collapsed? Jamil?
It's like the opposite of chaos.
It's the opposite of the chaos, absolutely. Remember, Buddhism's, the Four Noble Truths, one of them is everything is suffering. Suffering is everywhere, correct? During this time in China, do you think everyone's agreeing? Yeah, suffering's everywhere? Absolutely. So it was really attractive, so it starts booming in China. How did it get to China? Silk Road. There you go. So all of a sudden, the Han are going to start this whole Silk Road. So merchants are going to be wandering around with it. Once the Han collapse, everyone in China is like, oh crap, these merchants are onto something. Everything is hard. Everything is tough. So you see that China's going to go back to an agricultural country, okay? And religions of salvation are going to be a big deal, which is like Buddhism and Taoism. So there's the Han. The fall of the Roman Empire. So epidemics are going to be happening. There's going to be a lot of diseases and a lot of death. Okay? The reason is because the Roman Empire is building the largest cities Europe's ever seen. Europe is a really dirty place because we're technologically behind every other region. The Middle East is the cleanest, nicest place in the world. In Europe, we look like a bunch of homeless people wandering around. Okay? In the Middle East, they have ice. They have doctors and they're able to do surgery. In Europe, they definitely don't have it. Lots of disease and death. So, Diocletian is going to be the last official major Roman emperor. He's the emperor/general of Rome. He divides Rome into two empires. What are the names of the two empires he splits? Jing Hao, what are the two? Byzantine eventually will become. It's originally the Eastern. So he divides it into the Western and the Eastern empires, and then eventually the Byzantine Empire rises out of the Eastern. Byzantines are a little complicated. They call themselves New Romans. Are they Romans? No, they speak Greek, for God's sake. If you're a real Roman, what language do you speak? Latin. So they're just confusing. It's fine. I like Justinian. He's a cool guy, but they're confusing. They're a bunch of liars. Anyway. Diocletian divides the empire in half. Why does he divide it in half? Who can raise your hand and tell me why? Why, Carlota?
Because previously it was really hard to impose law because it was so big.
Well, yeah, because it's humongous. Okay, so he does it to try to save it. Does it help it? Does it make it better or worse? Makes it worse. Absolutely. He's trying to save it. He divides it in order to make it, to save it. There's two capital cities. What is the capital city of the Western Empire? You can raise your hand and tell me. The capital of the Western Empire. Think about it. What is it? Patrick? Yeah, it's Rome. What else would it be? Eastern Empire is going to be what, Tristan? Constantinople is named after who, Tristan? Constantinople. Constantine. Constantine is going to rise into power and create Constantinople, which is the eastern city. It's the eastern capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, and this is his capital. Constantine is going to be a major ruler at the very end of the Roman Empire. Now, Rome is going to be under attack by barbarians known as Visigoths, Huns, and Vandals, and Franks. Okay, we call them barbarians overall. The Franks are coming from where? Huh? Franks? Franks. France, yes, Franks or France. Okay, Visigoths are coming from where? Germany. Vandals are coming from Germany as well, and the Huns. Where are the Huns coming from? Be a man, you must be strong like the rushing river. Hello, it's Mulan. Yes, China. So the Huns are pushing in from China. Okay. Okay, look over here, super quick. So, when you see Mulan's happening around the very end of the Roman Empire. So, what's happening here is you have China, which is doing pretty well at this time. The Han haven't officially collapsed, so we have trade going and all that stuff. So, with that being said, the Huns are coming in and pushing in. The Huns are pushing in this way. Do you want to hang out with the Huns? No, they're uncivilized in comparison to both China and the Romans. So, everyone that is over here and getting pushed around by the Huns, they're fleeing the Huns, correct? So, if you're in this part of Russia and the Huns are coming, where are you going? You're going to Europe. So all these what will be Russians get pushed into Europe. All of the people who are in Europe, where are they getting pushed? Into the Roman Empire. So the Huns create this whole movement of people by just trying to get to flee them. So what happens is every time the Huns move, people move to get out of their way, And those displaced people displace other people, and it causes like this whole trigger reaction. Now, the Roman Empire is known for its military, and it's known for its ability to protect itself. So if you're a terrified barbarian way out here, outside of Roman protection, and you know these Huns are pushing all these people into your place, where are you going to go for salvation? Rome. Guess what Rome can't handle? Pretty much everyone running to Rome for protection, correct? And because everyone is running away from the Huns, their borders get overrun with all of these people, and people then take advantage. And those people who are going to take advantage are going to then, again, just overthrow Rome. Okay? So, it's the Huns that are going to be messing around in Central Asia. They are going to push people into Rome, and it's going to collapse because of that. Okay, so the Huns are pushing non-Roman people into Rome, causing chaos. Eventually, the sacking of Rome in 410 is going to occur, and a Germanic emperor is going to take the throne in 476. You need to know the date of 410. It's one of those dates, there's a couple throughout the year that I say that you absolutely need to know because it's a point of reference. All right, here we go, to the boards. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the most popular religion on the Silk Road? Good, Greta, what is it? Buddhism. On your whiteboard, please tell me, please tell me, what year does Rome officially fall? What year does Rome officially fall? You need to know this for your life. Okay, no one's ever going to ask you in a supermarket, but you do need to know. Cade, what is it? 410. On your whiteboard, give me 3 different names of barbarians. Give me 3 different names of barbarians. And put a star next to the one that officially sacked Rome first. Good. Good. No, Huns don't sack Rome. Which one? Put a star next to the one that officially, white Huns aren't, actually. There's Huns and white Huns. Huns are Mulan. White Huns are India. India. The white Huns are the ones fighting with the Gupta, the Mauryan. Okay? All right. Give me the 3. What do you got, Zach?
Vandals, Visigoths, and
All right, and who sacks Rome for the first time, Ryan? Visigoths. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the official end of the Han? What rebellion is the official end of the Han? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Payne, what is it?
Yellow turban.
Yellow Turban. On your whiteboard, please tell me who officially starts the Silk Road in China. Who officially starts the Silk Road in China? Good. Sarah. Han Wudi. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dude who divides Rome in half to try to save it, but he ends up making it weaker? Good. I got 1. No. Rome? Rome. 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 What is it? Melu. Diocletian. What is the name of the dude who starts Constantinople? Looking right at you, Tristan. Good. Callie. Constantine. On your whiteboard, please tell me. Rome's going to fall because it gets invaded by barbarians. The barbarians are pushing into Rome because who's pushing the barbarians? Good. Alex. The Huns, not the white Huns. The white Huns invade what empire? The white Huns invade what empire? Good. Anisha. Which one? Mauryan, right? Is it the Gupta? Oh, my bad. My B. Sorry, that was mine. Yeah, my bad. That was me. I said it just before. I'm so sorry. Gupta! Sorry. Alright, here we go. So Constantine, getting back to my boy here, he is Roman emperor. He's in charge of what side? He's in charge of what side? Cade? No, Western's pretty much done. So it's got to be the Eastern. Yes. All right. So Constantine is a Roman emperor. He's on the Eastern side. Now, my boy Constantine converts to Christianity on his deathbed. Now, stop for a second and listen, because there's going to be some way you can reference this on your AP exam. Okay. So Constantine, Roman emperor, he's doing his thing. He's a warrior. He goes out and fights and kills people in the name of the Roman Empire on a regular basis. Make sense? Okay. On one of the biggest battles of his life, while he's trying to take over this massive piece of land, an angel comes to him and says, if you put the Christian cross on your shield, you will win. So he wakes up and he's like, ta-da! I'm going to put the Christian cross on my shield and I'm going to win. So he puts the Christian cross on his shield and guess what happens? He wins. And he's like, damn, Christian God, I appreciate you having my back. Very cool, very cool. Still polytheistic. Totally. He's just like, man, that was pretty cool. On his deathbed, so about 20 years after this original battle, he's like dying this really painful death. And he's like, oh my God, I'm a Christian now. I want to be saved. So he gets blessed on his bed. Within an hour after being baptized, he dies. Is he the first Roman leader to die a Christian? Yes. By an hour. So, is it important? Is he important? Yes. Okay, so in the years between him defeating that massive battle and his death, he signs a piece of paper because he does give the Christian God the, like, wow, thanks for, having my back on the battlefield. So what he does is he signs the Edict of Milan. What that means is, if you were a Christian in the Roman Empire, here, listen, real quick, I'll show it to you, I'm not trying to hide it, I'm giving you answers here. Okay, but it's important you understand. During the Roman Empire, so Jesus gets crucified, okay, and are Christians welcome in the Roman Empire? No, they're being persecuted like crazy, okay? Has anyone ever been to Rome? I've been to Rome. Did you go see the catacombs? Where you went underneath and stuff like that? Have you heard of the catacombs of Rome and stuff like that? If you were a Christian, you worshipped in private. You hid it, and in order to be buried with a Christian cross and have all of like the ceremony of the death and all that stuff, your last rites, you had to be buried underground. So in major cities that were conquered by the Roman Empire, early Christians were being punished and killed. Martyrdom, yes, we heard of this. Okay, your original saints were being killed in order to protect Christians and all that stuff. Well, anyway, you had to be buried underground. So wandering through old cities that were conquered by the Roman Empire, there's catacombs. Like in Paris, there's catacombs because it was conquered by the Roman Empire. So you couldn't just bury your people out and about. The Edict of Milan takes Christianity from the shadows of the Roman Empire and says, hey, if you want to be a Christian, do you. You still have to pay your taxes, you still have to do all that, but you can be a Christian and you can bury people in the ground, not like underneath cities, like a normal person. You can do your religion. So, is Constantine friendly to Christianity? Yes. He dies a Christian with like an hour left in his life, but he signs the Edict of Milan that allows Christians to practice their faith. And that's a very big deal. So the Edict of Milan is something you have to know because it's going to transition to what is the largest religion in the world. However, in the next 10 years, it's no longer going to be the largest religion in the world. What religion is going to be the largest? Huh? Islam is going to be the largest religion in the world within the next 10 years. All right, so what?
So did Constantine come after Diocletian?
Yeah, he's after. Okay, so Constantine, he converts to Christianity on his deathbed. He's very influential, obviously. He's a friend to Christians after he wins that massive military battle. During that 20-year gap between the military battle and his death, he signs the Edict of Milan, which allows Christians to practice freely. That was his, like, hey, thanks, Christian God. Your people can now worship you. On his deathbed, he converts to Christianity, so technically he's the first. And 380, Christianity is the official religion of Rome. In 30 years, Rome's dead. So it's really important that you understand that Christianity isn't a thing in Rome unless the last 90%. It's only the official religion of Rome for 30 years of its like 900 years. Okay? So when you think of Rome, you have to think polytheism for the most part. Can we agree? With this annoying religion starting in the middle of it, and that's going to be, of course, Christianity. So you need to know that he is going to attempt to reunify the empire. Constantine. Right, Haley? Okay, he's going to attempt to do it. Is he successful? Well, if it says attempt, what do you think? No. Okay, he builds a new capital city, and what's the name of that new capital city, Tristan? Look at you, boss. All right. Constantinople is going to stand the test of time. Does anyone know what it's called today? Jinghao? Istanbul. Yeah, it's going to be captured by the Muslims in 576, and they're going to name it Istanbul. All right, so these are things you just need to add straight to your notes here. Even if you wrote the notes previous, you're going to need them for tomorrow. So the Silk Road's capital cities. Chang'an is going to be the capital in China during the Han. Anatok is in modern-day Turkey, and that's the capital for the Middle East. You're also going to see Baghdad, which is in modern-day Iraq, are going to be your two major cities in the Middle East. Why is the Middle East a big part? Why do they have like two capital cities? Why? Hello? Tristan? Yes, they're in the middle of everything. Everything runs through it. So we know that there are multiple roads that are actually the Silk Road. It's not like one road. So they have multiple cities going through. All Chinese dynasties post-Han trade with other countries. So because of the Han starting the Silk Road, every other Chinese dynasty is going to start trading with other people. China becomes the wealthiest country and the most powerful country in the world up until the British. And then the British come in and do terrible things to China. And there you go. Tonight for homework, everything that I had in red over the last 2 days is what you need for your test tomorrow. There's no hidden secrets here. What?
It's the very last word.
Other countries. It doesn't look like other countries. It's fine. All right. To the boards. Here we go. All right. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who is going to be the first emperor of Rome to die a Christian with an hour? What's the name of a city? Tristan. Tristan, who is it?
Constantine.
Constantine. On your whiteboard, what is the name of the city Constantine starts? Good. Come on. Adi, what is it? There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who divides Rome in half? Good. Caroline. Diocletian. On your whiteboard, what side of Rome lasts longer, Western or Eastern? Good. I'm so glad that didn't trick you. Good. No. What is it, Cade? Eastern. Why does the eastern half live longer? You can raise your hand and tell me why the eastern half. Jamel. Okay. Yeah, to a degree. They have a lot. But really, what's the big reason why the eastern side wins? What are they doing over there? Constantinople is located on Turkey. Where's my stick? That's right there. Okay, look. Constantinople is located right here. Okay? You have the Black Sea, you have the Mediterranean. It is located right here. This is the closest Europe touches to Asia if you're not going through Russia. What is happening in Constantinople that is not happening in Rome? Gunner. Trade. This is where all of the stuff in the Silk Road's going. Constantinople, because they have a bridge that's a mile long that you can literally walk across and get to Europe, or you can walk across and get to Asia. Isn't that cool? Okay, all of this is coming through Constantinople. Constantinople is known as the gateway to Europe. Okay, are they trading that much over here? No, nothing is happening here. Once the Roman Empire falls in 410, this place is chaos. They are literally dirty, disgusting, and it's just bad times. You don't want to be in Europe during this time. Like, you know, they don't bathe. It's really gross. We know this for a fact because during period 3, we have a guy, he's a doctor in the Middle East, Abel Batua, and he wanders around Europe. He's like, oh my god, these people are disgusting. They live like savages. They are disgusting. They don't bathe. They don't clean. They are gross. And the reason is because civilization lives. All right, Dark Ages, yes. The reason why it's Dark Ages is there's no education, literature, art, culture, yes. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun today. Thank you all so much for your liveliness. All right, on your whiteboard, please tell me what piece of paper allows Christians to practice their religion openly and freely. Good. Bronson. Edict of Milan. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the capital city of the Silk Road during the Han Empire? What is the capital city of the Han Empire? Good. Dylan. Chang'an. Yep. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the year the first time Rome gets sacked? By the way, it happens like 8 times. So is this the first one that happens in 410? What is it, Alex? 410. Okay, it happens like 7 times, but no one really cares after the first. On your whiteboard, please tell me who ushers in the golden age of the Mayoran. Good. Good. Abby. Ashoka. On your whiteboard, after the collapse of the Han Empire, what 2 religions become incredibly popular in China? After the collapse of the Han, what 2 religions become incredibly popular in China? Good. Jing Hao. Buddhism and Taoism. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the official end of the Han? What is the official end of the Han? Good. Carlota. Yellow turban. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dude who started the Silk Road? Good. Who is it, Greta? On Woody. On your whiteboard, please tell me who sacks Rome in 410? Good. Who is it, Walker?
Randall?
Nope. Sorry. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. What is it, Malu? Visigoths. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the book that Sandragupta Mayoran and Catula, or whatever his name is, wrote. Good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Audie, what is it? Sounds good to me. On your whiteboard, please tell me what did the Gupta do that was super, super patriarchal and really disgusting on so many levels? Sarah, what is it? Child marriage. There you go. All right. I have laid it all out there, my friends. That is it. Good luck. So, if you're out of power, I'm not expecting you. If you evacuated, I'm not expecting you to have everything in. You have no homework over the weekend, so it's a good weekend to finish getting caught up. Here we go. Let's go. United States of America. Republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Spice? I don't remember that.
Yes. Let me just